Well, hi. Hi. I'm going to show you a trading technique which you can use. I'm just sitting in the beach house right now, so it's a little echoey, but bear with me. I just thought I'd share this with you because it was on my mind whilst I was having a shower, and I'm all a bit shaggy. But I'm going to show you a technique that you can use to make multiple profit from the same trade idea. Now, I'm going to explain it to you, but I just want to show you what's on this. These are some of the trade results from today, and you can see there are a lot of trades that I took on the NASDAQ and the S&P during the session just after the NFP non-farm payrolls came out. And you can see quite a lot of trades on these stock indices for small amounts, or relatively small amounts. This is on the challenge account, so it's a small account, but they are quite small amounts. So we've got $10, $14, a couple of dollars, $2, $5, that sort of thing. And I'm going to show you how I managed to take those profits out of a single trade while still keeping the main trade idea open. So I'm going to switch across to the charts, and what I've got here is the NASDAQ 5-minute chart, and I want to show you something. My idea was to sell at that price there. Now I've got the trades open here. You can see there's one trade open that's $17 in profit, and there's one down here that's negative $7, so it's a net $10 or so, $10 or $11 on this trade at the moment. That trade was an existing one from before. This one's a bigger size. You can see that's 0.2 lots, and this is 0.1. So, but I had the idea to sell at this price. Now the NFP data came out and the market dropped. Now I'm still short on this trade, as you can see. I've got a position there and a position there, and my idea is for this market to continue to drop. This is a 5-minute chart of the NASDAQ. And as the market began to drop, we reached a support area just around here. I haven't got the line drawn in on this 5-minute chart, but I can just put a line in where it roughly was so that you can see the support area was kind of over here. Just going back onto the longer term charts. Now, remember, my idea is to trade this short, to continue to hold a short position on this instrument, the NASDAQ, and I'm still short. It's going up just a wee bit at the moment, but that's okay. There's no problem with that. My overall idea is for this to move quite a lot lower, and these positions will be deep into the profit by then. But I knew that there was support down here. I also saw that in other instruments like currency majors, like some of the yen crosses and gold, for example, we're starting to, gold was falling, euro and the pound were falling, and they started to bottom out at about the same time as we reached the support. Now, I got out of this trade, and I immediately waited for the market to move back up to where we are at the moment, over here where this entry is, and I got into this trade right at the top of the move and then rode that one down again. And I'm just waiting for a little bit of a move up. I should have actually cashed out over there, but I didn't, because I'm kind of closing down for the day now. But the idea then is to sell again if we reach up these levels. I should have closed that trade further down, but I haven't done that. That's all right. But the idea is then to perhaps close the trade at the bottom there again and then resell upon a rally. Now, what we've got is a move down, an overall move down. Obviously, you've got to make sure your idea is correct to start with. But this does two things. First of all, by taking profits and then reselling a bounce, you bank some money. You're able to trade the same position, the same direction, multiple times and take profit multiple times on the same trade. I'm actually going to, whilst I'm in this talk, I'm going to actually sell right now, just while I'm looking at it. So I'm going to sell the same size right there. Okay, so I'm in another unit, 0.5 units, 0.1 unit into the NASDAQ here at this level. And the reason I've chosen this level again, I know from memory that this is a long-term resistance level, and it's also the 100-period moving average. So that's a perfect place to sell. And as soon as we move down to this level, I'll take that position out and keep this one on. Remember, I've still got the bigger position up here deep in the profit already. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that you can take the same trade in the same direction multiple times, and every time you hit a support level, you see some signs of turning around, like these candle reversal patterns. There's a big bullish candle. There's a bullish engulfing candle. And here we have a bearish dark cloud cover candle. So that's a signal to go short. And that's why one of the reasons why I've entered this trade. It's also at the 100-period moving average and previous resistance. And you can see that's now moving into profit by itself. So that's how you trade these moves in one direction. You can have the same trade, the same idea, not change your strategy or your plan, but continue to trade in the same direction multiple times, thereby increasing your profit and making the most of a single move. The other benefit is, of course, if you sell higher up, once you've exited at the bottom, you sell higher up, your stop loss is much closer to your next entry position, and your risk is lower, and you've also got the profit that you banked on the move down from the previous move down to cover some of the danger of getting stopped out on the second attempt. So you can keep on trading this. I've done this today on gold. I've done it today on NASDAQ. You can see that's already moving into profit. And I did it on the pound and the euro. So all the trades in the same direction were short gold, short NASDAQ, short the pound, short the euro, and I continue to take the same trade in the same direction multiple times, thereby increasing the profit from the same trade without increasing the risk. And that's really the most important point. In fact, by doing so, I actually reduced the risk on the trade. So I hope you found that useful, and I'll speak to you again soon.